Hello, and welcome to Luna Yes Guided Sleep Meditations. In many cultures throughout the ages, it's been fairly typical for the entire population to shut down for midday rest, especially in warmer climates where it's necessary to avoid the afternoon heat. Sadly, it's a tradition that has fallen by the wayside, with many of us working from morning until dinner time, with only a short break for lunch regardless of our level of fatigue. If you're one of the many adults that experiences a mid-afternoon slump and wishes childhood naps weren't only for kids, then you'll enjoy this short self-hypnosis session. We'll learn how to quickly recharge our batteries wherever we are. Over time, you'll become more adept at inducing a trance state and reaching the deepest levels of relaxed consciousness. And with practice, you'll find that you can use the imagery from this meditation to feel refreshed and re-energized in as little as 5 to 10 minutes. Thanks for joining me. Remember that during this self-hypnosis process, I will be here solely as your guide, and that you'll remain in total control of yourself, focusing your concentration and using your own power of suggestion to create a mental landscape that is soothing and also invigorating. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you that this practice will bring you into a state of deep relaxation, and that you should only listen to it when and where it's safe to do so. Please don't listen to this self-hypnosis session while driving or doing any other tasks that require you to be alert. If you are concerned that you won't awaken at the end of the practice, feel free to set an alarm to go off 20 minutes from now. You may also wish to let someone know that you are heading into a trance state, so that they will not disturb you unnecessarily, but could still alert you in case of emergency. Rest assured that if at any time during this practice you become aware that you'll need to return to full awareness for any reason, you will be able to return immediately to a fully alert state. Let's start by finding a dim, quiet space with no distractions, where you will have space to lie down comfortably, or at least relax on a soft couch or chair. If you can, place your device where you can hear but not see it. I'd like you to relax into a comfortable position with your head and spine aligned and your legs out long and arms relaxed beside you, or resting on your stomach or lap with your fingers lightly closed. If you're sitting on a couch or chair, you could prop your feet up or rest them on the floor. Let's begin this practice with our eyes open. Keep a soft focus on a point that's at least an arm's length ahead of you and slightly above your eye level. For now, please relax and listen to the sound of my voice gently guiding you through the practice. And if you feel like closing your eyes at any time in the next few minutes, go ahead and do so. First, let's concentrate on your breath, on breathing gently and softly in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take a few moments to focus on the sensations that it brings you, on how slowing your breathing can enhance your calm and focus. Yet if you should find your thoughts wandering as you breathe, that's all right. Go ahead and breathe through the thought. Feel free to allow it to linger for a moment, and then simply allow the thought to float away on your next exhalation and return your focus to your breath. Breathe in deeply through your nose and release the breath slowly through your mouth. And again, inhale deeply through your nose, filling your chest and belly, and sighing the breath out. Once more, inhale slowly and deeply through your nose, feeling the breath traveling through your body and filling you completely before you exhale fully and slowly out of your mouth. Check in with your body as you breathe, softening and releasing any tension you may find, and relaxing further and further into the bed or the chair. And if you feel that your physical sensations or any part of your body is intruding on your awareness and keeping you from fully focusing on your breath, if perhaps you have a bit of a pain or ache somewhere, or you're itchy, or even if you feel the need to shift into another position, it's perfectly okay. Take a moment to acknowledge that and to address it before letting it go and bringing your focus and energy back to your breath once again. Now let's work on deepening our breathing, on lengthening each inhalation and exhalation. We'll inhale now for 1, 2, 3, holding that breath for 1, 2, 3, and exhaling for 1, 2, 3. Inhale again, this time for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and slowly exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and releasing it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once more, breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now take a deep, cleansing breath in, the deepest you've taken all day, and hold it in, imagining the oxygen traveling through you, bringing you a relaxing, peaceful, restful energy. And then exhale the tension, the stress, and the negativity from your body as we move toward a state of deep relaxation, knowing that you'll wake up refreshed and revitalized after this power nap. Concentrate on the sound of my voice as you relax more and more with each breath. I'd like you to focus your attention on your toes for a moment. Are they warm or cold? How do they feel? And now your fingers. How do your hands feel? Are your fingertips colder than your palms? Feel your hands growing heavier and heavier with each breath, so they're becoming glued down. Feel your feet growing heavier as well, as a pleasant warmth begins at your toes and rises through your body, relaxing your feet, your legs, and moving higher through your hips and pelvis, leaving them feeling warm and heavy. The warm, relaxing feeling moves through your belly and back, through your chest, and up into your neck and shoulders, pouring down into your arms, your hands and fingers. With each and every breath, you move deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed, sinking further and further into your seat, letting heaviness fill your shoulders, your head, and especially your eyelids. They're blinking closed slowly and reopening, moving with your breath, closing again as you breathe in slowly, opening on your slow exhalation, closing yet again as you inhale, this time staying closed as you exhale, only opening on the next breath in, and closing again as you breathe out, staying closed as you breathe in once more and out once more. More difficult to open now as you inhale, closing as you exhale, and remaining closed, soft and heavy now. With each and every inhale and exhale, going deeper and deeper, even more relaxed, just listening to my voice, resting now as I count down, and feeling heavier and more relaxed every time that I reach 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And even deeper now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now relaxing even more, heavy and warm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting and recharging your batteries. You're as soft and limp as can be, just listening to my voice and allowing the images to take shape in your mind. If you don't see anything right away, that's fine. Just enjoy breathing deeply and peacefully while you rest. You're standing in a lush forest. Everywhere you look, there are trees. Their brilliant green leaves crowning the sturdy brown trunks. The grass beneath your feet is soft and spongy. It's like walking on a cushion. The sunlight seems almost magical as it filters down through the leafy canopy. And you feel comfortably warm with the soft sunlight gently touching your skin. You can see a few small, fluffy clouds floating high in the sky above the treetops, and birds fly through the green leaves overhead. You can also hear them singing all around you as you begin to move through the woods. You follow a pathway that is barely visible through the long grass and leaf litter on the forest floor. As you walk along the winding path, you can hear the gentle gurgle of water moving over rocks. You follow the sound toward a little stream with the swift current bubbling and dancing over a riverbed of pebbles. You wonder where the water is going and decide to follow the stream, leaving the path and walking alongside the bank. You can hear small animals rustling in the underbrush, busily hunting for food and playing all around you. The creek gradually grows larger as you head downstream. It's now wider and deeper, and the water is moving faster. Just ahead, it disappears over a large rock, and you can hear the cascading waterfall hitting the river below you. As you move to the brink, you can see a set of stepping stones that leads you down to the pool at the base of the waterfall. You stand here on a large, flat rock and look at the cascade. The sunlight is bright here, warming you as you stand on the bank, And as it hits the curtain of water streaming down and the mist rising from the falls, you see a beautiful rainbow. The colors are wonderful, and you smile as you step into the shallow pool, marveling that though you can feel the water, your skin and clothes aren't wet at all. And you move toward the waterfall. The cool water is refreshing, and between it and the brilliant sunlight, you feel instantly revitalized and energized. As you approach the falling water, you see all of its color shimmering and sparkling like jewels in the sun, almost magical. And you know that you can step under the flowing water without getting wet. You feel the rainbow washing over your body, the water fresh and cool, and you notice that each color feels slightly different. Take a moment to connect with these feelings, starting with the red. Then the orange. The yellow. Now the green. Then the blue. And finally the violet. The magical water pours over you, carrying away the weight of the day, carrying away any tension, any pain, any fatigue, and filling you with energy and positivity. In just a moment, you're going to be fully refreshed, and you'll awaken energized and vibrant, feeling fantastic. When I count to 5, you will be wide awake, feeling calm and ready for the rest of your day, with positive energy coursing through your body. 1, you're leaving the waterfall and you're beginning to come back. 2, feel the energy start flowing through your body as your limbs become lighter, no longer weighed down now. 3, moving your fingers and toes slowly, becoming more and more awake. Feel the energy running through your body like electricity, moving your fingers and toes more quickly now. 4, breathing in wakeful energy, feeling it lift you up and up, letting the energy flow through you from head to toe. Breathing in, feeling the energy filling you up, clearing your head, and feeling wonderful. 5, open your eyes as you come fully back now, wide awake and alert. Sitting up straight, still listening to my voice as you return. And now sit for a moment, feeling refreshed and re-energized, awake and alert, and ready for the rest of your day. Feeling light and wonderful, all your fatigue and negativity washed away by the rainbow waterfall. The rest of your day is going to be marvelous. Thanks again for joining me today. For more Luna Yes guided sleep meditations, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.